somebody who he had a baby by somebody. When they got together, she had no other children. They broke up after the child was born, of course, and he pays a large sum of money in child support for his child. But now she hit him up, was like, hey, our son needs this, our kid needs this, and he was like, well, I've given you the child support and I bought this. Like, I've done what I was supposed to do. And her response was, well, I got other kids. But the other children are not his children. So what do you do in those situations?
Not a damn thing. I can't even get my word. Not a thing. Because that ain't got nothing to do with He is responsible for his kid and his kid only unless they are in a relationship together. Gotcha. If they are not together, them your kids. Yeah. And this one is mine.
Hey, you know that.
Period. Not even to go that deep. My husband, when he goes to pick up his daughter, her brother used to be standing in the doorway. Like, he's like maybe 4 years older than her. Mm-hmm. And so that used to bother me. Like, why is she just standing there staring at me? Like, they putting her car seat in the car and getting her stuff. So, you know, I used to didn't say anything. And one time we couldn't get her for the weekend, but we still wanted to see her because we had something to do within, like, she couldn't stay for the whole weekend. So we was like, well, let's just go out there and spend some time with her. We'll just take her to the mall. That way he still sees her that weekend. Mm-hmm. And again, he was standing in the door. So I was just like, you know what? We going right up the street. I was like, babe, why don't you ask her mom if he can come? We're just going to the mall, which is like 10 minutes away. Right. And so she thought it was weird because she was like, what? So she was like, okay, let me throw him some clothes on. But her mother was like, why are you letting them take him? That's not his responsibility.
But that's his brother.
So he couldn't go after telling him that he could go.
But that's his brother.
Shout out to one of my brothers who was in that situation. He had a kid. Well, he was with a girl in school. They had a baby. He then was married to somebody else. Mm-hmm. She had another baby. And the girl had another baby, and when he would get his son, he and his wife would sometimes get the other one because they really wanted to show him what a two-parent home looked like, what kind of, I don't want to sound shady, but kind of what structure looked like and stuff like that. So, like, I commend y'all for that because everybody won't do it.
Right.
And, like, even with me and my grandmother, like, how she was, I was the only one in the household that was one of her grandchildren, but on Christmas and stuff, like, you couldn't tell that because she came with gifts for everybody. And she,
I loved it.
Yeah, like, even, like, they never made a difference in any of us.
And it was the same thing, like, coming into the relationship with my ex. Naturally, we didn't have kids first, but we didn't have any kids. I didn't have any kids at the time. And when I met him, he had a son. But as we started dating, I found out that wasn't his biological child. That was with somebody that he was with, and she had a 1-year-old when they was together. So he continued to be his dad. Even to this day, like, that's still my bonus son. Yeah. So he was my only kid for like maybe 4 years. He was my only child. Yeah. And then once I had kids, they had a brother. So, they grew up together.
So what do you say, and I'm kind of shifting gears a little bit because that's another topic. Like, for somebody to come with someone, you know that they have children before you, but children are grown children, like 8, 10, like this is their family. Ooh. And then you get in, it's like, oh, that's not your kid. I want a DNA test. I want this. I want that. Like, how do you do that as a woman? I'm talking to a woman from a woman's perspective. What does that do? Like, how do you feel entitled to tell your boyfriend that those aren't his children when they were there prior to you?
Yeah. Maybe I don't get the question all the way.
You and City just got together.
Thank you. Break it down like
that.
You
and City just got together. City got a 10-year-old.
Okay.
You come in and like, oh no, that's not your child. He can't come over here.
Okay. But you
know,
that's not my place.
That was before you.
Yeah, okay. That's definitely not my place.
Wait a minute.
Because, and then this is to go a little further with that. Once I found out he had a kid, period, I was like, this is going to be too much of a relationship for me because I was still a virgin at the time and you already got a kid. Yeah. So I was at first I was just like, I don't even want to deal with him in that way, period. But I think it was different for me because it was commendable that he would take on a child that wasn't his versus it being his and he's already there. And so I can't really, I don't know how to answer that question as to be just like in a woman form, but I don't think that's a woman's place. Like, if that was an agreement going on way before you, once you get in that relationship, you marrying into that relationship with him and whatever he comes with, I feel.
Yeah, what's that
So-
K commercial? That K jewelry commercial when they got they got the dad asking the kid in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, I think
Hey,
that's the cutest
hey,
thing.
man,
When
right.
I'm marrying your mama, but I'm marrying you too.
And if you allow me, can I be your dad? That's the only part that I hate about that commercial
Can I
right
be
there.
your
Just like
daddy?
this, like you allow me, I like to be. No.
So there was
you ain't-
something you
ain't got to do
said
all that.
that I wrote down because I didn't want to lose that point. But you said if you come into a relationship and you don't really have to do anything for that kid. Say you are the step parent and that kid's father is 100% in the picture and the mother says to you, like, you don't have to do nothing, I don't need you to, but y'all get married. When you want to form some type of relationship with that kid, but you don't have, like, the dad is there for everything. He
At
take
that-
him to
at
all the
that
games.
point,
I'm
and-
here too, bro.
At that point, like I'm not gonna lie, at that point you sit there and we're going to meet me and the father. We're going to have to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Now what only thing is like I know this child not gonna want for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not gonna be addressed as a need. Because he's not going to need for anything because he has a great father and like that does everything for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be truly acknowledged and very held up on my end to make sure that he doesn't forget. But the things that he's not able to do because he's not there visually or won't know because it happened within these 5 minutes. Of course, he's not going to know. Yes,
Right.
I'm going to sit there and I will sit there and make sure that I got your back. I'm going to sit there and look out for you. I ain't got to tell your father this, or you can tell him. And if he wants to sit there and pay me back, so be it. Because and like in order to why I say pay me back, because at the end of the day, I won't be looking for it.
Right.
But if this is something that you take pride in, see, like one thing about it is that like from single parents, there are certain things that a single parent do, mother or father, that do with their child that is sacred to them, that you're not going to do with another parent, just because of the fact that okay, me and my mom, we always go to get our like daughters, they go get their nails done. They only gonna do that with their mother. I know like with me and my son, like we like to drive. He's not gonna want to drive, go with anybody else, play video games with anybody else. That's what we do. You see what I'm saying? So there are some things that you're not going to do that you're gonna do with someone else. So if it's like say
That touched a nerve
So-
for me right there.
so if he needs something, like say he might need some shoes right then and there. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the shoes. If the dad said, hey, man, how much were them shoes? Oh, they were 68, whatever, 6,800, whatever the case may be. If he decides to want to pay me back, cool. That's fine. I'm not going to stop from doing it because at the end of the day, I'm not going to take that away from you.
Right.
You being the father and providing from your child, I'm not going to take that away from you. But what I did just do was I gave you the comfort knowing that you didn't know about this within them 5 minutes or whatever the case may
You
be.
took care of
I
it.
took care of it. So now you just know, okay, this dude got my son's back. He still don't want a need for anything.
Right.
But if push come to shove, I don't have to, or you just save me 3-4 trips. Hey, he needs this. Cool, I ain't about to run out there. I know he got it. When I come out there Friday, I'm going to just shoot it back to him. Like, hey, appreciate
That
you.
was
You know what I'm
kinda-
saying? Let me go ahead and get that. You done got my son's haircut. You need to. Here you go.
Some men, woo.
I'm just saying.
Like,
nah,
but with me, just
nah.
real quick, not even giving it a whole
Yeah, you don't do that
situation
part,
of it,
though.
but
You don't do that
yeah,
part.
like it was a part where I was building a brand and I couldn't afford to do a lot of things that I wanted to do with my kids. It had to be like we eating cereal tonight, we eating noodles for dinner, we eating this, like
Cut
everything
back.
shut
Yeah,
down.
yeah, cut back.
Everything shut down. So it was points where my daughter wanted to get her nails done or get her hair done and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my ex-husband's girlfriend, she has a great job. She makes hell of a lot of money. And so that my kids didn't want for anything, but it made me jealous because it was things that I couldn't do for
Right.
them. So I resented. I resented her, but I had to think about it like
She was helping
it's
you
for
though.
the kids. Yeah, it's like she still was able to live the life that she wanted to live. It just didn't come from me. But I had to think like, okay, she's still being taken care of. She didn't have to like cut back on anything because of a brand that I wanted to build. So I had to change my mental. So women, women out there that feel like another or a man feel like somebody is coming in to take your place, just put your kids first and think like what is needed and what's wanted for your kid, because the kid's happiness is above all at all times.
But also keep in mind that there are some type of boundaries too. Like I know with men. Now with men, this is the one boundary that I know that another man should never cross. I would never cross this. If my girlfriend or whatever has a son, I would never cross this unless this guy's a teenager at this point. You don't never take another man's child to the barbershop. No, for real.
Okay.
I had a situation
For
like
real.
that.
I'm
Oh, I got
gonna
a lot of shit.
I'm gonna tell you why you don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why you don't do that because there are just some things like, and I say like,
But what if it hadn't happened?
Yeah, I just don't feel like it's
Oh, well, okay, no. If that's what the father always do, if the father's always been there and taking them hair and stuff like that, because if you think about it, okay, for most barbers and stuff like that, it's a one place that you go to.
True.
Right?
That's true.
It's one place that you go to.
Dudes are more loyal to their barber than they are to their women.
Pretty much. Exactly. It's a marriage. It's a marriage. It's one place. So imagine if one day you're not taking your son, okay, I'm talking to the females here. Imagine that you are taking his daughter to the salon that she goes to.
Right.
To the beautician that she sees that her mother always takes her to. That's almost stepping out of line because here's the thing. That's a sacred moment with her, a sacred place. Now, granted, she needed done. She needed done.
Bro.
I want to hear what this face right here. I gotta hear what she gotta say.
Play this. Call the kid.
I gotta hear what she gotta say.
Look, call the kid and say, hey, look, such and such about to take him to the barbershop and get his hair done. Because 9 out of 10, that other parent who don't want that, I'll be right there.
But they should have already been there.
They might not have had time. I'm just saying.
But now you automatically got time because
they might have dropped it. They might have dropped it.
So that's what I'm saying. You should have dropped it first.
I get it. I get it, and I'm not defending. I'm just saying there is some things in some cases that you don't do with like that. Certain,
but I felt like that with the nails. But I had to think. She wanted her nails done, or she needed her nails done.
But the thing is, you didn't get mad at it, and you won't stop her from it. But
I wanted to. I was pissed. I was like, she gotta die today.
Right? You felt some type of way about it, right? Because of that one place. Because of that one place.
That was something we did together, and I just felt like you shouldn't get it done if I can't take you.
Right. So I'm just saying.
But I couldn't keep her from getting it done because what I wanted to do, or what I could or couldn't afford, should not fall on my child. I say the same thing with a barbershop, though. If that kid needs their haircut and you're not available to get their haircut, he's got to get his haircut.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's going. Well, then you know what? Take him to another barbershop.
So you're saying don't take? But why would you take him to someone that doesn't know his hair the way that one has been cutting his hair for years?
Well, then the mama you take him, but he ain't taking him.
So it's a petty thing. I get it.
Okay, but guess what? Okay, let me ask you this. Would you rather? Okay, we're together. I'm about to take. No. We have a daughter. Okay. But we're not together no more. Okay. I'm about to take our daughter to go get her hair done, but I'm not going in there. My my new girlfriend is going in there to take our daughter to the beautician that you always took to.
I absolutely do not like it. Okay. But guess what? If Keisha been doing my daughter's hair, ain't nobody else touching her hair but Keisha, no matter who's taking her. But don't sit in there and talk to Keisha and build a relationship now, chick.
You think that ain't about to happen?
No, that's Keisha, my friend. Keisha gonna tell me everything that happened.
And guess what? and Keisha gonna sit there and talk.
But Kimora gonna get her hair done, though.
I'm just saying, okay, but guess what? But it still proves my point. You not gonna like it.
I'm not gonna like it, but I'm not gonna keep her from getting her hair done.
The only thing I would say about that, because I don't have any kids, but I see posts online. Like if you're going and you're changing the child's hair, you're cutting the girl's hair or putting a perm in her mama don't want perm. See, that's different than you just taking her to get something that's always been done. But if you're going and changing up some stuff, then you're out of line. You should have talked to her mama first. But other than that, I
agree with that because the same thing to my sister.
So I'll say with the nails, okay, when I was 12 or 13, my stepmom took me to the nail shop for the first time.
For the first time?
My mama raised
for the first time.
Not the first.
For the first
you hear what you just said?
And that's the first memory you have of getting your nails done. She need to be, stepmama need to be slapped.
That was her first time, and she knew it was your
with
first
a shoe.
She knew it was my first time.
Oh, that's over.
You heard your mama have a good relationship?
But I guarantee she talked that over with your dad, though. And your dad approved it.
Did she talk that over with your dad?
I tried to help her out. I tried to help her for a moment.
Spur of the moment type thing.
Spur of the moment. Mama was mad.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't
Mama's
do the first.
Still mad.
I'm mad with her. I'm mad with her. That's still your stepmama?
Huh?
She still your stepmama? Yeah. Tell her she was wrong for that.
She know she was wrong.
Oh, okay.
She did it with a smile on her face.
Let you get the long stilettos and everything.
You get what you want. You want rhinestones on it? You get all that. You want the kind like Jocelyn?
Right. But to chime in on the hair thing, I'm a hairstylist and I'm in a relationship. He has a little girl. She's 5. And her mom is, you know, natural guru. She starts dress, she does dress, okay? But I mean, I feel like sometimes, and he's not listening, so he's not gonna hear.
Okay.
We're very popular.
Sometimes,
Call in, bro. No.
you know, she'll come over and her hair is not groomed. And me as a woman, as a TT, as a stepmom, a bonus mom,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, a little girl should be presentable at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like, you know, if she comes over and her hair is not done, he doesn't do hair. So
Okay, now when you say done,
Just
are you changing anything, or are you just tightening up what's there?
just refreshing what's there.
Okay.
Does she
that's
have an
fine.
issue with that?
I don't think so. She's never
That's-
said anything.
Oh, well, yes. And
She
you
probably
do
don't
hair.
notice.
And you do hair.
Because all you doing is tightening it up.
Yeah.
But imagine, AJ, you got a son. I'm the son's stepdaddy. I done sat there and took the son to the barbershop, and now instead of the clean cut that he normally got, he done got his initials in the back of his head now
Hold
because he
that
talking
thought.
about what he wanted.
Don't lose your thought. And shout out to Janae. She said, "Oh, this is such a good topic. I hate I'm missing it."
AJ mad now, like,
Listen.
Hey, you called into the L.I.C.K Morning Show on Hits 92.3. Who we speaking to? Hi, Miss Baker. Oh, she got a lot to say. What you got to say, Miss Baker?
again.
She paid her bill to call the L.I.C.K Morning Show.
She got
So
the
what was
stomach
so
right, though.
important that you had to call in? What you got to say, Miss Baker?
wow.
That's it.
They know love. Children know love. I gotta write that down.
I agree.
Children know love. I love it. Make sure you tell everybody you know at work, at the grocery store, at church to download Hits 92.3.
No, but I like that children know love.
Children know love. My husband, City, he actually had to teach me that because, again, I was feeling some type of way about her being able to do all of this, and she's stealing my daughter from me. And he was like, no, like your son, like, because she used to do for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, you notice that she always still gravitates to you. You can do stuff without having to spend money on them, and they're still going to feel just as loved and just as important, and that you're doing just as much.
This lady he dated, shout out, her name is Tanya. And it's Tanya Howard Jones. Anybody, like, I met Tanya when I was 8 years old. I'm 31 now, and she's still my other mama.
That's
like,
dope.
I'm talking about, like, her children are still my siblings. Like, it's nothing that
I love it.
when they talk about their big brother, you know who they talking about. When Tanya talk about her oldest son, you know who she talking about. Like, it was something the other day she posted. She made a post of her two biological children, and then she came back and made a post like solely about me. Like, and that children really do know love.
Yeah.
Like, years later, we still going strong.
Yes.
Like, for real. For real.
And that's how it was with my grandmother too. She's not my biological grandmother. She was the founder of a dance team that I was on, that I ended up coaching. And so I met her when I was 12, moved in with her at 14, and she's been not even my other mama, she was my mom.
Yeah.
From that on. And so when she passed away in 2014, it was like I lost my mom.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
children know love.
They know love for real. So shout out to Leah for bringing that to our attention, because that's real for real.
Let me read some of this stuff on here.
Yeah, I got a whole lot of comments. I even stopped
She
reading
said,
them.
I did too. She said, Gigi, shout out to Gigi. She said, so should step parents not build their own moments and experiences with their bonus kids?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely.
You definitely need to.
Just stay in your place, but build your own. Do your own memory. Start
Right.
something fresh that the
I
kid
think
and their
you
parent
gotta
has
talk
never
to the-
done.
You got to talk to the mama or the whoever
Actually-
the custodial parent is. Like, because what she said about her getting taken, even as a dude, I know you don't take nobody to get their nails done for the first time.
Right.
So you got like you should talk to her mama.
But the comment, she said build your own memory. So technically, when you can build your own memories, you don't need permission to sit there. Okay, I'm the stepdad, and you know what? She likes to go on walks, and she didn't do that with none of her other parents. So that's not what we gonna do. That's a whole different type of memory
That is.
from everything that's set aside from what you guys have. And the funny thing is, while we're on them walks, what do you think we're talking about? Y'all as parents.
Yep.
That's what she's talking about.
Yep.
She's talking about you guys. My daddy does this. My daddy does
You
this.
know
my
it.
mama does this. My
Until
mama
you
does
build your
that.
own memories.
And it's building that whole entire
Yep.
relationship. So at the end of the day, you can sit there and do them same things. But I agree with you. Have that respect of, you know what? This is something, and it's not, it goes kind of what you were saying too. This is something that he or she kind of does with this parent.
Right.
So if I can refrain from jumping into this memory, I'm going to do so. If it's something to where okay, I got a stepson right here, and his dad took him to nothing but Falcon games.
You don't
Right?
touch
Don't
the
touch
Falcon.
Like, guess what?
Unless something happens to the
Now,
daddy.
guess what? I'm gonna try not to,
Yeah.
but let's just say if it's one of them games,
Boy,
and
boy.
I got tickets. No, I'm saying, and I got tickets, and I got tickets for a game.
Ooh.
I would be mindful to sit there and say, you know what? Let me see if I get a third one.
And your daddy
Because-
so commendable.
Because if I can get a third one, I'm saying, hey, see if your
Always
dad
do.
want to go. Because if your
Yeah.
dad doesn't want to go, then that means
We still going. I offered it.
It's okay because now guess
I
what?
like
That
that.
means your mom is going to go, and that's okay because I've extended that walk. I'm like, hey, look, you know
Yeah,
what?
that's dope.
Y'all always went to Hawks games.
That's the dopest
Instead
thing
of
you
us
ever
sitting
said.
down, shut up. Instead of us sitting in the middle row, we can go up a few more rows, and now your
Yeah.
dad can go with you because I already
Right.
had tickets for this game. This was something that was given to me.
There
I
we
didn't go
go.
out. I didn't go out and go do this on my own.
Yeah.
Now, granted, let's just say if my boys on Saturday and got us some tickets for the game, then you know what? Stepson about to sit this one out because this one was not for him,
Right.
and I'm not going to overstep that boundary. Well, so when there's boundaries, be mindful of those boundaries that you're going to step.
Right.
And if you want to create your own memories, create them.
And I'm a
Create 'em.
full believer of creating your
Create
own
'em.
memories because my daughter, she's 12, and City, like, he didn't come in when they was little. We've only been married for 4 years, going on 5 years. So, and they have a father that's fully invested.
he did.
So that's kind of a hard position to be in.
Yeah.
And so, like, I used to hate every time I go home, she's in his room, he's either downstairs watching TV or he's in our room. And I'm like, you know, what's she do all day? He's like, oh, I don't know. Like, yeah, do y'all talk to each other? So I knew he's black, yeah, he is, but he's the guy
Hella
that'll
black.
go, yeah, he's hella black, but he's hella white too. He's the one that's gonna go camping. He's the one that's gonna go, yes, he's gonna go fishing.
Yeah.
Now, we
He
fish.
watches 3 channels at home. That's he'll watch
Discovery
CNN,
Channel.
Discovery Channel, and Animal Planet.
Bro, City
That's
is
it.
me.
Yep. So
Y'all are
that's the
boring.
things that he likes. So I know that she loves science. She won a whole award in science, and I'm like thinking, okay. And even the foods, like me and him we can't be any more different, yet so much alike. The foods we eat is completely different. The stuff that we enjoy is completely different. And it was because I wasn't introduced to half of this stuff when I was little. I never went camping. I never went fishing, any of those things. And so I encourage him to, like, I told him, I said, one day out the week, you and her need to watch them stupid little Animal Channel
You call it
shows
stupid.
because she likes all the things that you like, but y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know how much in common y'all have with each other. And so, like, she gets mad that she has to sit down, like, because she wants to be in her room doing her own thing. I forced that relationship, and now she'll come in the room with no problem and watch what we're watching, or, like, they might go to the Steak and Shake and go get something to eat. Like, I forced them to have a relationship on a common ground.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to build their own relationship, that should be, like, a good start. Find out something that y'all both enjoy together that hopefully the other parent isn't doing, that they'll always remember you for.
And shout out to the good bonus parents that can come up and blend families
Yep.
for real.
Because I've been in 2 blended families. I've been in 2 relationships my whole life, and they both blended.
I'm in a blended family now. It's me because, of course, once you read I'm telling, man, just read the book.
I'm
When my
getting this
daddy-
book.
my
I'm excited about
biological
this book.
father, I met him and his wife as my parents when I was 18. They already had 8 kids. Like, I'm number 9, although I'm number 3 in the rank, but like I'm
I
one.
got you.
Yeah. So when I came in, there were like when we get together, whatever, they never excluded me ever. Even as a grown man, I was 18. Christmas, birthday, whatever, like they were there. So like I think I say I'm grateful, but like y'all don't even understand the feeling to be a part of something that you really wasn't welcome in, to then get somebody who like, bro, like I ain't even answering today because he getting on my nerves, he calls so much. But like so shout out to all of the step parents, the bonus parents, whatever you want to call them, that actually take the time to build a relationship and make the child feel as if they're theirs.
Yeah. Well, we done had such great conversations.
Yeah, we
We're going to
didn't
take
even
a quick break. Right, we ain't took not one break, but I'm sure y'all are not mad about that whatsoever. We're going to come back with some more because we know y'all ain't done with it yet. All right? So the L.I.C.K Show hits 92.3.